Let the sun go down.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the head coach situation with the Houston Texans. And so today, Leslie Frazier, the assistant head coach and defensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills, was interviewed for the second time today. And there's a lot of buzz around Leslie Frazier, whether or not if he's going to be the next head coach. I mean, there's a lot of speculation saying that if the Texans don't make an announcement on this head coach hire by today, I think we can safely assume that Eric Bieniemy is going to be the next head coach. But what do you think about this whole situation?
I feel like the interview is just they're trying to get more. I think doesn't Fraser have some kind of ties to the Bieniemy or something like that? I feel like just trying to get more info on Bieniemy or him possibly coming to be an assistant coach here or the DC here. Because I don't think Fraser didn't he have like a bad track record in Minnesota? I don't think he was a good coach there. So I don't see why we would hire him here with all the players. Like the players have lost trust in the organization, pretty much every player. So they would lose even more and probably be completely done with the team if we hired Frazier. So I think just to get more insight and maybe potentially be a DC or assistant DC in some way here. I don't think it really affects like the head coach hire. It's going to be Bieniemy.
Yeah, I think it was reported that Leslie Frazier was going to be the fallback guy if Eric Bieniemy decided to back out. And as you were saying, like they had a connection in Minnesota Vikings. When Leslie Frazier was the head coach for that team, they had a losing record for 3 years that he was there. And I think Eric Bieniemy was the running backs coach for that team, and he coached Adrian Peterson, and that's when Adrian Peterson had that amazing year that year. One of those years. I don't know the exact year, but yeah, I think there's some people that do say that Leslie Frazier wouldn't be a necessarily bad hire, but when you have Eric Bieniemy out there, when you have Eberflus out there, when you have Joe Brady out there, there's just not much of a case for Leslie Frazier in my opinion. I mean, yeah, he could be a solid head coach. I mean, he did a good job against Lamar and the Ravens in that divisional playoff game, but against the Chiefs in the championship game, they did absolutely terrible. Mahomes did whatever he wanted with them and things of the like, and they just got absolutely destroyed. And so, if anything, I think this makes Bieniemy's case stronger rather than Frazier's case weaker, because I think there's no way that Frazier becomes head coach after that kind of performance. And I mean, there are people around the league saying that Frazier is one of those calm, cool, collected people, and he's also pretty religious. So you know who that what that relates to, Easterby, right? So who knows if Easterby is like pulling for Frazier? He's had gotten a lot of say. He has a big voice in the Texans organization, even after there's been so many reports saying that he's been such a bad influence. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah, if Frazier is to get hired as a head coach, I feel like that's just saying, yeah, Watson. It increases Watson's chances to get traded. But if it's Bieniemy, then Watson's most likely getting traded. I don't think he's getting traded at all. But saying if, like, you know what I mean? Like, if we got Frazier, it's basically saying, yeah, we don't really care or whatever. But yeah, I agree with everything you said. I hope he's just going to be potential staff or at least just getting insight or whatever. But you never know. If Easterby and then Cal like believes everything he says, probably doesn't have too much trust in Caserio because he just got there like a couple weeks ago, and then I think he had to leave for some kind of family issue or whatever. So yeah, I hope it's Bieniemy. See what happens. Hopefully, all these interviews, like the Ravens wide receiver coach, hopefully he just comes to be some kind of wide receiver coach here. Maybe, hopefully not, because Ravens wide receivers they're not that good. So hopefully he just comes to maybe be some. I think he had some kind of connection with Deshaun Watson in the Pro Bowl. Didn't he?
I think so.
Deshaun Watson and him talked. Yeah.
Yeah, people said that David Culley is known as like a good teacher, so I think that's where he could have met with Deshaun there. But I don't see any of these coaches making a lateral move in which that they just have the same position, but instead of their stable, a nice playoff team, they're not. I don't see them moving to the Texans that are dysfunctional, crazy team. Like I don't see it happening. So it either has to be like a huge pay raise that they're getting, or some promotion basically. So I mean, and then I saw a report that Caldwell isn't going to be. Caldwell also received a second interview from the Texans as well as David Culley, and I saw a report saying that Caldwell isn't coming if he isn't the head coach. Like he won't take like a offensive coordinator job. So for some reason. So, but and I don't think And there's some people who are saying that Caldwell didn't do too hot with the Lions. I mean, play calling wise. So we'll see about that. But I'm hoping and praying that it's going to be Bieniemy. But honestly, with this team, you never know. You can't count on them to make the right decision.
And then going back on what you said, you don't see anybody coming here because of dysfunctional. Yeah, the only one I do see is Bieniemy because he might not get another chance. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna get more interviews, but who's to say he's gonna get the bag he would here? Like Houston's gonna pay him a lot just to come, and who's to say any other team would pay him a lot, like next year or year after, whatever. So the only one I really see is him because why would Frazier come? His team is only getting better. They're all young. He has a good young middle linebacker, pretty good corner. One of the best corners, and Tre'Davious White, decent passer. So I don't see why he would come here and coach a team, with a bad defense with a star defensive end that's probably going to leave. You don't even know who's going to be starting your corner or safety next year. Your middle linebacker room is kind of, other than Cunningham. So yeah, I don't see him coming. Why he would come? It would just have to be for the back. The only one I really see is Bieniemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bieniemy has been through 3 head coaching cycles now, and I think this might be his third or fourth one. But yeah, I don't see him like he's been waiting to become a head coach. Even the Chiefs Twitter account said hire this man or something around those lines. So like literally everyone, even though the team that he's currently on is calling for him to be a next head coach. And like you said, yeah, I don't see Bieniemy passing it up because you don't know what will happen next season if there's no openings next season or things like that. And yeah, and then what's funny to me is that at the beginning of like right after we fired Bill O'Brien or like right after the regular season ended, we were considered like one of the top head coaching candidates. Not so much GM candidates, of course, but we were one of the top head coach candidates because obviously we had Deshaun Watson. That's like the most important piece, the franchise quarterback. And now that the whole Watson trade situation and rumors and everything, it's like we're like the bottom of that list of for like desired head coaching destinations.
Yeah, and going back on Sunday night after the game or Monday morning, I don't remember when it was, but didn't some verified Chiefs Twitter account post something about some EB news coming in the next 24, 48 hours or something like that? I think a lot of speculation in Houston accounts. They were pretty much saying that it's probably going to be Bieniemy to Houston, but we haven't heard nothing yet. So
and Tuesday is 40, about almost 48 hours from that time. So we'll see. I guess the time's ticking. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the thoughts that I currently have. Do you have anything else to share?
Nah, that's pretty much it. Just hope for the best. Hope it's Bieniemy. Hope for a good staff.
Yeah.
Hope Deshaun stays most of all. But yep.
Yeah, I have a good feeling that if Bieniemy were to come in, Deshaun buys in. I mean, I hope that he does. I mean, this is the coach that he wanted and everything like that. So I hope everything goes well. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a good feeling that this pairing could be really good. I mean, it has a lot of potential and everything. And if Bieniemy can bring over that Chiefs playbook or whatever and just implement it with the Texans offense, I think it could do wonders.
There was this one play that they ran on the game on Sunday. It was a tight end shovel pass to Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that with maybe Hunter Henry, potential free agent, or a rookie tight end, or even Akins with his powerful running.
Yeah, and stay tuned to our off-season video where we talk about more possible free agents, trades, or drafts, or things like that. So stay tuned for that. And that's pretty much it for the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.
For this life I cannot change.